What time did we finally... There we go. That's not bad.
I hate
Not as good as we'd hoped.
No. Put a lot of work in the pre-meeting.
Yeah.
I feel threatened.
I feel like the pregame this week was better than the show.
Probably.
Oh, it 100% was?
Yeah.
Usually the post-game's better.
Not this week. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems and hopefully helping you figure out what you should be eating or drinking this weekend. I got a weird wild card for you guys this week on the deli. Kind of excited about that. I know Dave's completely in the dark. Troy may have picked up on some of it while looking in the fridge.
I saw a word that did not intrigue me.
Hop.
Bingo, bango.
Well, that's the word that shouldn't intrigue you.
That's the one.
It's the words in the circle around it.
Was that the Easter? Are we getting close to Easter?
Easter's in April, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going different direction with
Yeah.
hop. I actually had a weird conversation. I was out to dinner tonight, and my daughter said something. She listens to a podcast, and I was like, "Yo, you listen to a podcast? That's great." And she was like, "Yeah, it's called like Four Girls or something." And I was like, "Oh, so they do girl talk?" And she was like, "No." My other daughter was like, "That's sexist. Why would you assume they do girl talk? They talk about all kinds of things."
Because it's called Four Girls.
And I said, "It's called Four Girls."
It's a math podcast.
And she goes, "Yeah, because there's four girls on it." And I go, "Okay, why am I the asshole?" The U makes a big fucking difference.
Well, I would still see four girls as in the number of girls on the show.
Oh.
And still think it's about girls talking about girl stuff.
Here's the fucked up thing. When she said it, I assumed it meant the number four girls.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I quickly shifted gears. It said, that's fucked up. It's a homonym. F-O-R girls. It's four girls.
Yeah.
They were like, no, it's four girl. F-O-U-R. Like the U makes a big difference. I was able to defend my turf because they called me sexist.
But what do
It's funny because whenever I Google 69 girls, there's only 2 of them.
Right?
Doesn't make any sense.
the math don't math?
The math don't math. But in that one, it's if you spell out the word, it should be 69 girls, number. If you use the numbers, then it should be fun.
I feel like if I listened to this podcast, it would be four girls talking about girl stuff.
Exactly. I thought it would cut both ways.
Yeah.
But apparently I was deemed sexist, but fortunately I was able to fix the glitch.
So they're talking about like displacement sizes and the new Ford F-150s.
That's it. Leaders. Yeah. No, and then
They talk about, of course, World War I and World War II.
all the world wars.
Yeah.
All the world wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, well, they're like TikTok stars. I was like, so they're not even talking about what real girls talk about.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. It's what
Did you tell her you're on a podcast?
they're aware. They're aware. One day they'll listen and that'll be fucked up.
Dude, our children, that's all they've known. That's how long we've been doing this.
Yeah, they knew
Their
about
entire
podcasts
lives.
before podcasts were like a thing.
Yeah. And their first memories are us getting together to do a podcast.
Yeah. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like we've been doing podcasts for a lot longer than it was cool, and their memories just started forming during that stage.
For most of their lives, we've been doing podcasts.
I feel like I've been doing a podcast most of my life. at
Yes.
this point.
Yes. Can we stop?
Yeah, let's do it now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll let that ride.
That's a good joke because you got to wait now. You got to let that one ride out.
I do. I'm stuck for 2 minutes because anytime I touch this, it's going to go back in.
No sound effects for the next couple minutes. Hang in there, peeps.
Yeah, I forget about the sound effect board half the show any damn way. It was a big wedding weekend. Congratulations to Ray.
Yeah, we had a good time. All of us were at Ray's wedding this past weekend. Jill and Ray,
Yes,
congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm like Ray's wedding. Like
It's not just Ray's wedding.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Jill was involved.
It was his special day.
And she just tagged along.
Yeah.
He's a lucky man. That's a cool woman.
She is. She's pretty cool.
Like Ray's all right.
They were having fun. I was surprised to see that he flew in drove in whatever his people from Roanoke,
Literally,
the bartenders.
he had specific bartenders from his favorite.
I forget the name of the
away
spot,
from home.
but he's talked about it on our podcast and on his podcast.
Yes, and he literally had those people drive in 4 hours, or 3 hours,
Yeah,
and then work our wedding.
yeah,
Our wedding.
yeah.
It was our wedding.
It was
we were
your
all,
special day.
we were all there. Give a fuck. That's our wedding. But yeah, that was wild. That was like meeting his secret life.
Yeah.
His,
That was
his
wild.
on the road life.
His other family.
Yeah, it was strange.
So you guys got to meet like some of my people that I know because, as I've talked about, Ray and I are kind of related. So he met his parents,
Yes.
his kids, his brother.
Ray's father,
Yeah,
my Huckleberry.
that dude's cool.
That dude and I sat around talking roadsters for a while.
Oh, yeah,
He had a
'cause
beautiful MG Roadster there
Yep.
that they were going to ride off in, which still up for debate if Ray should be driving anything at that time. But because that was a hell of a wedding. There
Yeah.
was a lot of drinks flowing. But I believe it actually all worked out. I think they actually came up with a contingency plan to make it perfectly safe and smart how it was done.
Yeah.
So he drove like for photos
Yeah.
to the end of the parking lot kind of situation.
We had to leave. The wife and I had to leave early to go pick a child up. And I got in the car and we were headed that way. And it hit me. I didn't take one picture. I think the only picture I was in was when Dave took a selfie of us standing at the table. And it was an awful blurred selfie.
My wife asked me what photos I had at the end of the night, and I had like 2 pictures, and none of them were good. And I was like,
And my
"Oh,
wife and I
bad."
never dress up. So I was like, we literally just dressed up for nothing.
Yeah, y'all looked great.
Nothing.
You
No, it didn't happen.
you fucked that up.
I might
Yeah.
have a picture. Let me look.
Check it out, man. Hopefully,
If you took a picture of me and my wife, we don't know about it. We didn't like.
Oh, these are only pictures of your wife. So
Oh yeah, don't share those.
I got a selfie.
yeah, apparently,
Yeah,
There and Troy's blurry.
yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
I'm
right.
and I'm blocking most of my wife.
Like, there's a picture I got. Look at my wife. Looks great. She's not.
She will hate that.
She's not happy. Then I got rid of her, apparently, for a photo. I got one of Joy. I don't even understand what the hell.
Nice.
Oh, okay. It was selfies. It's
They
apparently
grabbed
in
your phone.
There's actually a good looking photo.
Yeah. See, I'm not in it.
And then I got a picture of a paint my bald spot. And those are all the pictures of
Did
the
you
wedding.
actually paint your bald spot?
No, I don't paint my bald spot.
Confused.
That's a whole other topic.
What's the picture of paint my bald spot then?
He was looking down.
Yeah, I'm looking down.
Oh, it's just okay.
Yeah.
It's screaming, "Please paint my bald spot," is what you're saying.
Essentially.
And I
Okay.
didn't even see a bald spot.
Because there were accusations Saturday night.
Oh, there were?
Of someone painting their.
I had a buddy who started doing that 10 years ago with that powder stuff, and
Yeah.
it looks legit.
No, I'm just noticing that there you can see like a thinning V and a thinning.
That's
It's not a
Oh,
great.
I remember that picture. I think I took that.
It's not a great situation. Well, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've gone into a whole new hairstyle. It's a messy forward pull.
it looks
This is-
exactly the same.
It's absolutely not. This is my third hairstyle.
I think
in
that's
like,
a la carte menu item at the massage parlor.
Messy forward pull.
messy forward pull. Yeah, it's actually my favorite one. Oh, messy forward pull. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, no. So
Your hair always looks the same. It's always messy.
it's
No, it's more boy bandy than it's ever been.
That's right. It is very JT in the 90s.
So what do
Or
you like
2000s.
putting more product in it or something?
Less. So
Really?
basically, and I don't know if you know this, but like guys go through like 3 different hairstyles in their life on average. Like that is about the extent of what we do. I've had 3 hairstyles in 3 years.
I've had a million hairstyles.
I'm panicked because I can't figure out how to get rid of like the receding hairline. And so the other day I was like, you know what? Fuck this like long hair swooping. I'm just going to muss it up.
Yeah.
And let it drop forward and cover the receding. And
That's always the trick for if your hair's receding is have it come forward.
have it come forward.
Yeah.
Where I was slicking back and it was really accentuating the negative. And I started seeing all these photos and I'm like, that guy sure does have a lot of hair where he has hair. And that started bothering me. So I switched gears. Actually, someone made a comment on a Zoom call the other day. She was like, I saw someone look just like you. Same hairline and everything.
Oof.
And I was
Oh
like,
no.
and it was like a dagger. I was like, oh, you guys see that too?
Yeah, but before you know who it was, it could be good or bad.
I assumed this dude had a forehead like a drive-in movie theater.
But if it was somebody that had a great hairline, you'd be like, "That's how you see me. That's awesome."
No,
No,
all it did was
no one makes
accentuate.
that comment with
Yeah.
a perfectly normal hairline.
It crushed me.
Why,
and it was a compliment.
why does that need to be said?
It actually, she was saying it like a compliment, but
like,
it killed me.
That.
It didn't help.
It,
That it was a girl.
didn't need to be said. They could have said, "I
That's
saw
true.
someone that looks just like you."
Yes, but then the next followed up with same hairline and everything. Like that's my most distinguishing feature.
Yeah.
Is she in sales?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it was
Is she good looking?
good enough,
Yeah.
and I respect her.
So she's not good at sales.
She's no. Look,
See, it all tracks now.
Yeah.
she has enough attributes that she does well in sales.
Right. Without talking.
I wouldn't say she's a great salesperson.
Right.
Obviously not, because she
You don't
shouldn't
say
have said
shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, no. All right. Case in fucking point.
You stop before.
Yeah. There's times to shut up
Yeah.
and times to speak. And she's blessed with enough things that she could just speak freely about hairlines.
Yeah.
Disappointment.
You were like staring at her chest as she's insulting
Yeah.
you. You're like, oh, that's okay.
No.
She probably said 3 other negative things, but he lost track.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God I was
Yeah.
I was confused in the moment. No, it was, and so I was like, I went to my barber and I was like, yo, just take it all to the same length. I'm going back old school. I'm going back to the 90s. And I started messing it up. What I love about it is it's been 2 weeks and no one said anything. In fact, no one in the house said anything until I was like, you guys notice anything? My daughter was like, one of my daughters said, you look younger. And I was like, she doesn't even register that it's a hairline thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
It was the Mickey Mouse t-shirt.
Yeah.
In the diaper.
The pacifier. Yeah. The little baby dick. Yeah. They're all signs. All signs. I took 4 inches off my dong. Now everyone thinks I look like a
Some
child.
say the diaper makes some people look older. You make it look younger.
You know, thank you, Troy. That's very true. Some people, you just see a diaper and go, look how old they look. But
Yeah.
I look young in a diaper.
That's right.
That's
You're more
good.
Cupid, you know.
I don't know. I don't know that I could love this. That's what Cupid does.
What did I miss something? Did I miss anything at the wedding? Like how did it, because it went from 6 to 10, right? And so they
Yeah, you
got in
left
the
a little
car
early.
Yeah, I left at like a little after 9. So they got in the car and they drove away, or
Oh, I didn't see the drive away.
y'all left?
I didn't see the drive away. Here's what I can tell you about the wedding. Had a ton of fun.
Yes.
People were dancing. Shit was awesome.
Yeah, they had a dope live band.
Dope live band was slapping. Apparently Jill was telling me that like the final set is the best set because she cherry picked all the songs, which is a good move. Like don't let the band go willy-nilly. Dial in how you want the mood to go. And she did exactly that.
Counterpoint.
Okay.
A good band will do that.
Yes.
Like a good DJ can do that. You don't need to hold their hand.
But a control freak can dial it in.
True.
And it's your wedding.
So let me just ask Troy this question. When you left, was Brendan still Mr. Composure?
Yeah, he seemed all of you guys seemed in control the whole night.
So there was
Like,
a shift.
Dave was very concerned early on that I was so composed. And I tried to explain to Dave that there are 2 speeds, 3 different styles though.
Well, most of the wedding it wasn't a wild wedding. Like people were dancing, but it wasn't like, because we got there at 6 And actually, we didn't even see the wedding the way he set it up. We got there
was
for
just
the
a reception.
We got there for the reception. It was from 6 to 10. So like the first hour was kind of like a cocktail hour, and people weren't cutting loose. And then the second hour, everybody was grabbing a bite to eat and having some drink. I mean, people were on the dance floor having fun, but it's usually the weddings that go to 11, 12 is when it really gets
Right.
amped up. So I wasn't expecting you guys to get crazy anyway.
That time frame would have checked out.
So when we left a little after 9, that's when I think when we left, we were all sitting in the food area. We came in I was talking to Ray's dad and Ray's mom. Y'all came in. We had a little problem. We were trying to troubleshoot. We worked through it, and then we left. You and Ray's dad were talking about the car.
Yep.
And all y'all seemed cool, calm, and collected.
Ray's dad cost me thousands of dollars that night. Sidebar.
Huh?
Just a little sidebar.
How did he cost you money?
We were talking about roadsters.
Yeah.
We're talking about the importance of having the right roadster.
Uh-oh. Did
Loving-
you buy a Roadster?
No, I still have a roadster.
No,
But
a real one.
I have a real roadster. He actually said,
Your boat?
he was actually talking about, he brought up Miatas on his own. He was like, it's the MG or the Miata. There's the only two roadsters I'd have. And I was like, it's funny you say that because for me, it's the Triumph TR6 or the Miata or the Porsche Boxster. We got into that a little bit, but the maintenance and all that. But he was instilling upon me the importance of caring for it, taking care of it, like making sure when you get in it, you're proud of it and you're feeling good and like you're out there and you're riding in it and you're just full of pride. And I was like, yeah, man, I got like these torn leather fucking seats.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to have torn leather seats in 2 weeks. The deposit's been put down. It's over.
Did you buy covers or did you buy seats?
Catskin. It's a mix between the two. Familiar with Catskin?
No.
Yeah, those are like $2,000.
Yeah, Catskin's not cheap, but in order to get a custom leather job done, it like doubles the price.
Uh-huh.
Catskin is a form-fitted. They pull everything off of the existing seat. They put back on a new. They put back on a.
You have to send your seats in?
Oh, the car's going to go away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The car's going away. Seats are getting pulled. New stuff's getting put in. And while I was at it, I got a new top.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know what we're talking
It's
about.
shame maintenance.
Shameness.
Shame.
Dude, you're putting more into that car than the car's worth.
Yeah. Actually, that's not accurate. For the price I bought it for, and for the price I could sell it for,
He does this with every turd he buys.
I understand.
Well,
that.
I only paid $2,000 for said turd. Yes, I put $10,000 into it, but I only paid $2,000 for it.
But he's gotten that much enjoyment out of it.
Clearly, Dave, thank you.
I mean, I'm being serious. Like, you could buy a brand new $60,000 convertible, get 2 years of enjoyment, and then it's worth $25,000 less than you paid for it. I don't know if that person got $25,000 of enjoyment out of it.
I don't know, driving a brand new
It is pretty dope.
convertible sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, it does sound pretty good.
Well, I'm just saying, if you have $15,000 in a car that you've owned for 5 years,
Yeah, then you're
that's fine.
feeling good.
Yeah.
Well, I paid $4 for that car.
Right.
It's worth.
But don't they make like sweet custom covers, seat covers you can just slide right over these things now?
You
Advanced
do,
auto
but
parts.
They're like
No, I'm talking about like nice one. Like I see
you
Facebook.
Can. You could probably get away with covers for $500.
The brand he's talking about is well known by all car people.
You have to get them custom installed.
Where around here does it?
Interior guys. I'll tell you if I'm.
Oh, I know where you're talking about.
Yeah, down the road.
Yeah.
I'll tell you if I'm promoting them in like 3 weeks.
Okay.
Right now, I don't know. Just nice guys. Nice guys. I could tell you the customer service when they're trying to get the money out of your pocket.
They're too
very
small. It's only 2 seats and they're small.
I would have thought it would have cost less than it did. I will be honest. I was like shocked when I started hearing the numbers.
Well, I want to hear. So, this wedding was 4 days ago. So, did you wake up and go, I've got some phone calls to make?
Oh, this was Monday.
All right. So, on Monday, you woke up and were you like, I need seats?
I had a 2-hour window in the middle of my day. And I just fucking grabbed lunch, ate it in the car,
It went down there.
hauled ass down there. Because I'd called them weeks ago. And they were like, you have to come in. We can't quote anything till we see what you're dealing with.
So, this was on the horizon.
It was kind of no. The top was on the horizon. The top had
Do you
to
have a bad
happen.
tear in your top or something?
Yeah, the rain guard's fucked up. Water's getting in the trunk.
Yeah.
Water's getting in places. It smells bad. The dead mouse is making everything smell bad. There's a whole situation.
Well, we got to talk about.
Ray's dad gave me pride again.
I look. I appreciate that. Like,
Yeah.
he's right. Like, if you're gonna be riding around in a damn thing, you got to like it.
Yeah, he's
on
like,
some level.
and just his pride was infectious. We started talking about it. He was like, man, that sounds like a beautiful car. When I was explaining
Did
everything.
he tell you the history of that car?
He did. That was his car.
Yeah.
So I'll give the quick synopsis. Dude bought a car way back in the day in the 70s, had
Brand
it for
new.
a while, had to sell it, sold it off to some other people, and then when he was retired, his wife went out, found the fucking car. Same VIN. There's the first question. Same VIN? He goes,
Yeah.
Same VIN. Found his actual car, bought it for him, and gave it to him as a gift.
Surprised them.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
That's an amazing gift.
So you can see how I'm getting caught up. I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I'm talking to this man.
Your wife would do that for you.
Dude, yeah, of course. My wife give me a Matchbox car.
Here's that Infinity that you sold off.
Yeah.
I got it for $6.
You know what? In my wife's
No,
defense,
she'd be like, I paid double for it because I knew how much you would mean to you. You'd be like, ah.
in my wife's defense, she would never even get the opportunity if the seed grew in my mind.
Yeah,
I'd go.
You would
get
already do it. Yeah.
It'd be done. She's stuck with
That's
like,
true, yeah.
I got you this other thing, but
I don't
he
want to get too
convinced me.
far into this car thing because I want to know what Dave
Good.
was talking about.
I'd rather leave the car thing. Just know that it's
I want to talk about both, but I'm very curious as to what shifted and when shifted and what caused.
I
the
can tell
shift.
you what shifted. I can tell you what shifted.
It was soon after the car conversation.
It was an M&M. Still don't know what an M&M is. I know the first M.
candy.
The first M starts for mezcal.
Oh,
The second M is something I'm unfamiliar with, and I can tell you this:
a
when-
liquor or liqueur?
definitely.
Montenegro.
What is that? Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a
No.
liqueur or a liquor. I don't know, but I can tell you this: they put a full shot of mezcal in this, and a full shot of whatever the hell Montenegro is.
Amaro.
Amarillo.
Amaro.
Okay, so let's call it a liqueur.
It's like a bitter.
Oh,
How'd they put 2 full shots in a shot glass?
it's not in a shot glass. It was in a cup.
In a cup?
Yeah, it was. All I know.
Who brought this upon you?
Ray.
He swung by our table probably around 8:00 and to say hi to all of us and had a shot in his hand by himself, pounded it and threw it back and was gone like a Tasmanian devil.
That sounds right. So he came over. I was getting beer,
Yeah.
basic beer. Because I was sticking to beer all night. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Beer, beer, beer. You never get out of your skis.
And the beer was quicker because they had a lot of the
Mixed drinks,
mixed
fancy
drinks.
shit.
And they had a great mocktail, so you could get in and out with the beer.
Yeah. So I was just getting a beer. Ray comes over and he's like, "What is up?" He's like, "There's 4 of you." He's like, boom. Orders Dave an M&M. Mm-hmm. Orders my wife an M&M.
That's
Orders-
a bold move.
Orders himself an M&M. And me an M&M.
And not your wife.
Actually, no. Corey passed.
My
Joy
wife
got
passed.
one.
Yeah, my wife was like, "I'm good." Dave, I learned a little something about Dave Shame. Dave Shame did not allow him to tell Ray, "I'm not drinking." He goes, "Thank you," and holds it. And
I was going to ask you.
I was like, "What the hell is this?" And when I
It
looked
seemed
over,
very special to his family. I didn't want to
in the moment too,
distract.
Dave turned it up.
Did you drink it?
I deli sampled it.
He literally
nice.
just turned.
Let it touch your lip.
Yeah, he turned it up. And I was like, "Whoa, Dave's taking a shot." And then I look at Ray and I was like, "It's Ray's wedding." And my wife hands the shot over, which is not unheard of. So I was like, if Dave's taking a shot, Ray's taking a shot, wedding day. I shot this thing. I got halfway through that shot and I was like, it's burning.
And that shot had to have been 3 ounces.
It was
It
massive.
was a drink, basically.
Yeah.
It was massive. I got halfway through it, swallowed, and was like,
Was it coming back
oh
up?
shit, yeah, it's coming back up. And I was like, and I still got at least a whole shot left. And I was like, fuck it. And poured it on top of the puke.
Nice.
Powered it down. It was like, all right, here we go. And then I see Dave coyly kind of hand the shot to my wife, and my wife just dumps it in the trash.
Nice.
So his shot goes away. Ray's like high-fiving. Everyone's now high-fiving. And there's only 2 of us with vomit in our mouth.
Yeah.
Ray and I. The other 2 have...
That's the glory of the not drinking thing is like, you do that, you do something like that, you get all the credit.
Right.
And nobody knows.
He got all the credit.
Yeah. No vomit breath.
He nailed it. And then soon after that, I remember saying goodbye to Ray. I remember them leaving, me going out to the dance floor and being like, I'm not going to not say goodbye to Jill and Ray.
What did they do at the end? Did they,
Don't know.
was it all the light up thing?
No,
we weren't-
we left.
Oh, y'all missed it?
The dance floor was hopping when we went in, and I was like, hey, I got to go.
The
High fives,
the
hugs,
feet were
loves.
freezing.
I didn't even say bye to them because when we had to leave, I looked over and they were all bopping, and I was like, I
enough.
ain't getting in their way.
Yeah. So I left with the team, and
Well,
that's where the story ends.
little bit behind us because you were self dancing to "You Look Wonderful Tonight."
I love that song.
That's a great song.
We were in the parking lot as he was self dancing.
What do you
I
mean
was singing in the parking lot?
Do what?
I was singing in the parking lot?
No, you were you went to the dance floor.
Yeah, I remember
You're like,
kicking
this
ass.
is my jam.
That is my jam.
And Corey's
It's a
like,
slow song.
enjoyed.
That's right. And
Eric Clapton.
I've sung that song in front of like hundreds of people. So like I got a history with that song. But go on.
So we don't know what happened in there. We were hypotheticals were flowing. And then you came out
Whoever chose Blowy.
3 minutes later. And then
Yeah, that sounds right.
and then we were just having normal conversations on the drive home. And then when we were on the turnpike, someone's like, we should go to Sports Page.
Which is a local bar.
And
Y'all wanted to hang out with Stu and Aaron?
They were there, ironically.
Ironically.
No, like we joked. We were like, oh, we'll probably see Stu and Aaron here. They were in there.
I would have put money on that.
but
Yeah.
it was dead. There were like 12 people there,
Yeah.
including Stu and Aaron, and none of them were together.
15% of the people were people we knew.
They're there all the time.
I know.
I think
it
every weekend night they're there.
was very interesting because when we walked in, Stu was meandering around and like looked like a kid who got a new puppy on Christmas when we walked in. Like, oh,
And
hey guys.
his girlfriend was playing a slot machine around the corner
Yeah, it was like that. That's why you come here.
with like a
Yeah.
waiter or waitress. Can I say waitress anymore? Or is this like actor, actress? Do I have to just call them all waiters?
Server
No, I'm being it's
or
an honest
server
question.
weird.
Because I can't call an actress they're all actors. Are they all
don't know.
waiters? Or do we not
Server.
care?
I think they are.
I think
servers.
it's servers.
Okay, so we do care about.
That sounds worse than waiter to me, though, doesn't it?
does. It does.
You're here
feels-
to serve me.
It does. It feels, but wait, it feels shitty too.
I don't know. Serving sounds less irrational than waiting on. You're here to wait on me. You just wait.
No, you just wait.
Or
serve me.
You're here to serve me.
Serve sounds shitty. Yeah, let's go back to
servant.
So it should all be waiters.
Yeah, or that.
So it should all be waiters. We're being PC.
Sure.
So I say
Whatever.
standing with a female waiter. Is that okay? Can I do that?
Yeah.
She was playing. Because that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
So then, I don't know what fucking point you're trying to make, Dave.
I think the shot started to really kick in for you on the drive home.
Were you driving like an asshole on the way home like you were on the way out? There?
That one curb snuck up pretty quick.
Nobody knows. Why would you say it kicked in on the way home?
Well,
On the way to the bar? Did I say something?
so you, when I picked you up, you looked like Thurston Howell's son.
Did I have my jacket buttoned?
Had your jacket buttoned.
You see, I button my jacket when I'm drunk because I don't want to look drunk. It's a no. It's as soon as I'm aware that I'm drunk, I button my jacket immediately.
I don't know. Does that?
But when I picked him up, like I would make some quip, and he'd be like, Oh, it's pretty funny, Dave.
See, good. Pulling it together.
On the way, right, before the drinks are flowing. Then on the way back, he's Brendan.
Yeah.
And then in Sports Page, he is swaying Brendan.
I don't know that guy.
Back and forth. And so people were picking up on it, and Brendan got...
What people? Like outsiders?
no.
Okay, good. Inner circle.
But you got... I think you
I know
got...
my wife let me have it a lot. I
think
remember her distinctly turning to me and going, well, I guess I'm usually the drunk one, but look at you.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, what do you mean, look at me? I'm fucking fine. She's like, you're literally staggering around this place. I'm like, I'm not. I'm perfectly fine. She's like, well, we'll see if I give you shit tomorrow like you would. And I'm like, I don't even know what that means.
I couldn't tell if he was being defensive or playfully defensive. But he was defensive.
I'm always playfully defensive, always on the defense.
Yeah. So anyway,
So that adds up.
it turned into instant defense by Brendan, which then encouraged instant offense by
everybody,
the rest
I'm
of the circle.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
So then everybody started ganging up on him?
A little bit.
I remember feeling like I was alone. Amongst friends, totally
Yet
alone.
all alone.
Totally alone.
What was Stu and Aaron doing?
Joining in the fun. Yeah. I was surrounded by friends. Never been more alone.
Wow.
And
I'm sorry, buddy.
The whole room was like a fucking tilt-a-whirl. it was complicated to navigate.
Yeah.
Had funhouse mirrors in it.
They should fix whatever's going on over there, Sports Page.
The next day, though, Dave said, I owe you one. You paid for my tab. I have no recollection.
Your wife picked it up.
With my card?
I don't know.
Yes. I will go with yes.
I was just giving credit. I mean, I didn't order anything, but it was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Thanks for buying the drinks I didn't have.
I don't know. My wife knows I'm a very giving person, and then sometimes in those moments she'll be like, he would love to.
Yes.
Because I would. I just may not have picked up
Go
on
back
it.
to the button jacket makes you not seem drunk.
I had to button his jacket.
Oh.
I have a theory that when I feel like I'm starting to feel very drunk, I just button my jacket so that at least if somebody looks at me, what they see is a very buttoned up individual. Now, if they speak to me and my breath smells of vomit and I say something stupid about their wife's ass, then like I get that.
How late were y'all out?
Not late.
I don't. Yeah.
I think we got because on Saturday night, Sports Page closed at 11.
So y'all shut it down?
I remember
The
coming
lights came
home.
on. I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
I remember
Well, I mean,
coming
there were a
home.
dozen people in there.
Yeah.
I remember coming home and my wife like, well, put something on the TV. Let's watch something. And me putting on the TV and then the TV moving tremendously in the room and me going, I'd rather not. And that is when I put on this week's sponsor, Booze Bandage.
What is this?
You didn't put
thing?
that on at Sports Page?
Somebody put it on me.
Yeah. So you woke up, you're like, what the fuck is this?
I had to, well, I was aware of them.
Oh, okay.
Where did you? I've never even heard of this.
Aaron carries them like a college boy carries condoms.
So Booze Bandage is like vitamin B12. Mm-hmm. You slap it on your arm and it transdermally just infuses your body with B12 over the course of 8 hours. Mm-hmm. You can put it on before you start drinking.
75 milligrams of B1.
Oh, B1. Better if it was B12. This thing is ludicrous.
Does it work?
I woke up the next morning. My head was not foggy. I knew that I was hungover, but I was a way better version of myself than I should have been. The Booze Bandage
Did
is
you follow it up with like a what are those packages we like? The
no liquid IVs,
Liquid
no
IV?
nothing. Literally, the Booze Bandage was adhered to my arm because I was swaying, and Stu's girl said, "You probably want this." She rolled my sleeve up, slapped it on my arm. You'll thank me in the morning. And I was like, okay. Now, the night before, she had been talking about these, so I was very aware of them.
where do you get them?
You got to
Internet?
order then from boozebandage.com. and they're expensive as shit.
I'm sure.
Aren't they like $3 each or something crazy?
That's not bad. I would expect like $10 each.
They're expensive. They're not cheap. I remember looking at them and going, wow, this would really have to work a miracle in order to be worth its money. That thing worked. I woke up, I'm not kidding, when I was like, my head is clear.
Holy fuck. I just looked it up.
No, they're expensive.
A 3-pack,
It's probably like $40.
$24.99.
There you go. They're not
For
cheap.
3.
You got to buy them at like the $150 level. That's where you really start getting some discounts.
Jesus Christ.
When you're dying, this is worth it. I couldn't believe, knowing that I had been getting ridiculed all night, knowing
There's
I was
red booze
swaying,
bandages and rainbow booze bandages. What's the difference?
straight and gay. I had the rainbow.
Yes.
So a 10-pack is $50.
So now you're at $5 a shot.
25-pack is $125.
It's getting discounts.
A 50-pack is $250. So that's not even a savings.
No, that's actually still $5 a pack. That's just to make it convenient. Here's all I know. This bitch was,
$5 though, like those IVs are like $80.
this was priceless. I was blown away. The booze bandit, I woke up, I'm not
Have
kidding.
you ordered some?
Not yet, but because I still have one. I was clear-headed. I still felt like I was clearly like I drank too much the night before.
Smack that son of a bitch on Dave and see, just get a control.
He wakes up tomorrow. He's like, fucking beautiful mind.
Yeah.
He's like running equations. No, it honestly, I was blown away at how good I felt considering the night I'd had. I would say it gets my
I
endorsement.
mean, for that kind of price, like I've never did one of those IV things. People swear by them, but for that price, I would try that.
I woke up and I was like, I remember leaning over and I was like, hey, babe, I feel good. I was like, we should get some breakfast, go to the
Well,
gym.
and you didn't stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning.
No, that helps. Sleep will always
Yeah.
trump everything else.
Sleep in some water is the cheat code that a lot of people don't.
Always
do.
will be.
Yeah.
Always will be. There's no denying that. But the booze bandage is a hell of a steroid to add to your
Yeah.
fucking normal way of going about things. If you're feeling rough, I couldn't recommend that enough. I woke up the next morning way better shape than I should have been. I should have been moping around the house, foggy, feeling bad, not wanting to do anything. I went out and had a normal day.
That's awesome.
I was a little, physically not as great as I should be, but mentally I was there. It was wild. I was blown away at that thing. Boozebandage.com.
I've used them a few times and didn't really feel much different.
But you probably didn't use them on a tremendous drinking night.
Pretty sure I did. Because
So you've tried them?
yeah, like I said, Erin has like 50 of them in her purse all the time.
Yeah,
and
that
whenever
checks
around,
out.
she hands them out like candy. Like, you need this. So I've had 2 or 3 of them.
And you
over the-
notice no difference?
Have you tried 2 at the same time?
No. Oh, that could be. I was such a big guy. Am such a big guy. I need 2.
I don't know. I'm going to invest.
Nice.
I would like to have these around for like weekends where golf weekends, guys weekends, bachelor parties, like
It certainly can't hurt.
No.
it cannot hurt. There's definitely vitamin B getting in there, and vitamin B will energize you. I was pleased with said results.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking through some things here. I want to try to figure out where we need to go with topics because we're getting awfully close to a deli.
So I missed a fun time.
Yeah, a little bit.
It was just a good half-hour story generator.
Nice. Well, I drove down to Petersburg and picked my kid up, so I wasn't having much fun. But
Yeah. My
I didn't get shot, so that was good.
my feet did not recover even an hour and a half after
Yeah.
getting into the warmth.
Yeah, I felt bad for all the women. Mm-hmm. Because the venue was basically half indoors, half outdoors, and it was a nice day. It's a beautiful day.
Right.
But as soon as that sun dipped, it got cold,
And that
the wind picked up.
Yeah.
And they had a fire going and everything, but it wasn't cutting. It was not cutting it. It was kind of chilly out there.
I got us an interesting deli
Is
this
it
week.
deli time?
It's time for 4 delis.
Ooh.
Are we trying all 4?
I think I would like to know the answer, like, completely.
That might equal 1 full beer.
Lagunitas sparkling hop water.
Oh.
These are hoppy refreshers. There is passion fruit, blood orange, sparkling hop water, so that's just plain, and then berry lemon.
No calories, no carbs.
It's got to have calories.
No, it's got literally fucking nothing.
Wow, it does have nothing.
This is seltzer water with a shit ton of hops in it and then some other flavors. I was looking for what can we drink?
Hold on, 0 alcohol?
0 alcohol.
Oh, shit.
This is hop seltzer water for when I need a drink, but I can't have another drink. So let's think post-wedding, sitting on the couch, want a drink, but I don't want to drink. Are these worth a shit? And I'd like to understand if there's a flavor that I like more than another. So very quickly, I'd like to just kind of pour some in a cup and just kind of go through all the flavors and just understand if they're worth a damn.
Before we even crack one, I feel like that is like smoking weed that does not have THC in it.
Yes.
I get it, but I have always had this thing where, like, if I'm not drinking and I have a seltzer water in my hand, I feel okay. Can I take it to the next level where I'm tasting a seltzer water that makes me not only have something in my hand to get rid of the I'm not drinking, but enough hop that I go, oh no, I am drinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it.
Like, it's not just the oral fixation and the hand fixation, but like, can I trick my taste?
Yeah,
I guess
but
what-
my
I guess-
thing with these is it's probably the cost.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
So, like, right now I'm drinking a Poplar seltzer water, lime, Polar, lime.
Yeah, that's
so
28 cents or whatever.
yeah, and if I poured it over rocks and put a lime or a lemon in it, I would feel like I'm drinking a drink just as much. Now we're gonna taste these. So
This was the price of a 6-pack for a 12-pack. They did come down in price. It wasn't that bad.
So they're a buck each.
They're $1 each. Tops.
which one are we trying first?
Standard.
The standard one.
Just hop water so we can get a base idea of what a hop water should taste like.
I do like the 0 calories because
Yeah, because that's the problem with non-alcoholic beers
yeah,
is you're still drinking
a shit ton of calories.
way too much bullshit.
Right.
And I don't have to. And because it's non-alcoholic, I can drink this.
Yeah, like let's I want to know what a hoppy water tastes like.
It smells poppy.
Smells like a beer.
It really does.
Smells like an IPA. A good one.
Yeah, doesn't taste like one.
Ooh.
That's some fucked out shit.
That tastes better than an IPA to me.
Yeah, I actually I don't hate this.
I feel like ice would make it better.
It just doesn't taste the way you would. It tastes exactly what you would expect from a seltzer, but the nose on it.
It tastes like a
deceiving.
spoiled seltzer water.
Well, it does.
I think it's better than that.
It's got that little delightful hop on the back end.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. Actually, now that I'm like into it, it's just hoppy enough to give it some flavor.
I'm varying back and forth.
It's not hoppy. It's not so hoppy it coats your mouth though, like a beer.
Certainly not.
Okay, so there
It's
you
more
go.
water than anything.
There's a hoppy refresher, no flavor. Now I'm gonna pop the. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. I just want to know, what is this flavor? This is passion fruit.
That's going to be the worst.
Yeah.
Save it for the end.
No.
No, get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
I'm guessing blood orange will be the best, maybe berry lemon, but I have a feeling that this passion fruit is going to be garbage.
On the nose, it actually smells like more like a juicy IPA. Well, and then it gets a little more candy-assed. I've lost the hop.
What's that? It tastes like a pineapple.
Yeah. I've lost the hop to a pineapple.
Yeah.
Not passion fruit at all.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, no, I don't dislike.
I'm
I'm saying as a hoppy beverage, it's failing.
Yeah, it has way less flavor, really, than the original hop.
Yeah, it's more of a pineapple
It's
flavor.
it's like smoking a jewel.
And one good thing about these are, because it's Lagunitas, you put that in a koozie or something, or even just carry it around.
All you see at the top is Lagunitas and the beginning of
And
the word
hoppy.
hop. Yeah.
So you would think that's a drink. That's not bad though. Do you like this more than the plain?
I think I actually prefer the hoppy one because I'm looking for some hops.
I think I prefer the plain too.
Wait, the first one we had,
Yeah.
you like better than that one?
Yeah.
Where is that first one?
Right here.
I gotta go.
I just
back.
think I liked the way the hop played with the seltzer water. I enjoyed it. This one, I lose the hops to the passion fruit.
To me, the pineapple in that, or the passion fruit, is way fake. It's just,
But it's so light.
it's
But
light.
I don't taste the hop.
Right.
Like I've lost, and I'm here for the hoppy water.
Gotcha.
I want hoppy water.
I would assume all the flavors then you're going to dislike.
Maybe. I think lemon, lime, and hop might actually play very well.
Lemon berry,
Ew. I want that blood orange.
berry lemon, blood orange next.
Yeah, because that should play with what a Citra hop would do naturally.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that I can taste the hop and still get some of that and let it really be its own thing.
I'm really impressed that these are 0 calories.
Yeah, that's what when I saw it, I go, this is the answer to the non-alcoholic beer. Because why do I want 200 calories and 10 carbs in a fucking non-alcoholic beer? I don't want that.
I will never drink a non-alcoholic beer voluntarily. I will not choose. I will not seek one out.
I used to drink them, but I got turned off on them quickly.
This manages to find its way into like damn near soda territory. Like this is
Yeah.
like, tasty as fuck.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Yo, what the hell?
I'm a sucker for orange and
Yeah.
citrus. So maybe I don't know if that's just my favorite.
But this
coming
is
through.
like if somehow you took, and I know this is not accurate because Fresca is a grapefruit drink, but it's like if you took all the shittiness out of a Fresca,
Yeah.
it's like somehow I get that out of the blood. This is tasty as all get out.
It's Sunkist's fresh.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Sunkissed Fresca, but without any calories. This is and without any sweeteners or anything. This is actually fantastic.
I really dig this one.
Well, it has to have aspartame or something.
Yeah, that's a good call. What does this have in it?
Hop extract and natural flavors.
I don't know what's going on here, boys, but these are great.
These are.
Like, sorry, I'm burying the lead.
Contains 0% juice.
This is I'm surprised. Color me shocked here.
I am like blown away at
Yeah.
how tasty this is. Like even my least favorite one being passion fruit
Was good.
is good.
Yeah.
Like I can't hate on these at all. I still like, well, I don't know. Where's Hoppy Original? Here we go. Just sparkling hop.
I got berry lemon right here. Just cracked it. Let's see what's up with berry lemon.
I am getting very full.
Yeah.
Sparkling water.
Ooh, this smells pretty tasty.
I can tell you this. Just working through this, I highly recommend this for people who are trying to not drink and want something that still has some, because the hoppy one
Or
is
if
great.
you're a seltzer person,
These are actually really good.
Mix these in. Like
Yeah.
if you're trying to not get blasted
Yeah,
drunk,
that's a good call.
throw in one of these every third one.
Oh. Berry seltzer may be my least favorite now.
I still like this better than the pineapple. I think this is pretty good.
There is no
We're all going to be
pineapple.
belching our asses off.
talk.
There's so many bubbles going on right now. So you guys understand now why I was like, no, I want 4.
But it actually, like, I don't know, like
They're so bubbly, I'm
when,
farting.
when I'm drinking it, it doesn't taste very bubbly.
No, but there's clearly my gut is bubbled out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I literally just farted. Now I'm belching.
Well, I think the samples that we had, I think we've each basically chugged a seltzer in
Couple minutes.
8 minutes or
Do
less.
seltzers have more carbonation than beers?
They feel like
They
it.
feel like
Yeah.
this feels like it. I'm like, yeah, I think so.
Man.
Yeah, I'm not a big berry
That's my
guy.
least favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, berry might. I don't know. I don't dislike the berry.
And once I finish this berry, I'm going to try
So-
the original again.
I can tell you that you may have to crack a freshie because we're down to like the last splash, of the original.
That's enough.
Hey, you know what? We can crack another hop, right? I mean, do you guys want
I'm
another
down,
one?
yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, I want to know. I can tell you this. My burps have a little hop in them. I can taste a little hop. So I think for me, the blood orange and the standard original are the two standouts.
I would agree.
As far as, like, I really enjoy those.
Original?
Yeah.
For me, it's the orange and the passion fruit. Orange is my number one by far.
Okay.
I think for me, it's orange, regular, and then a tie for the passion fruit and the berry.
So how does this compare to your lime polar?
You want a sip?
No. I mean, I've had plenty of those, but tasting them back to back, what's different?
Nothing.
There's a sweetness in the.
This is lime.
The original hop.
But is that flavor heavier? Is there more flavor in that or less flavor in that?
Maybe slightly more.
So it even says here that it's zero alcohol splashed with a citrusy zing. So the original hop water does have a slight citrus pop. That's what I'm tasting in there. That makes it. Yeah, I think I kind of like the regular, and then the blood orange, and then the passion fruit, and last would be the berry.
They're so tight, though. I'm just gonna grade them all. I'm not giving 4 different delis.
When it comes to seltzer waters, I'm putting this a step just below my favorite, Topo Chico Twist of Lime,
Yeah.
and above the Waterloos. The other thing, I think these are fantastic. I really, really like these hop waters, and this is not. I think Sierra Nevada came out with the original hop water, and it was more hoppy. I think the original Lagunitas hoppy refresher is fantastic. These are great. This is a good way to feel like I'm
Having a drink.
when I'm not drinking. Get a little hop on my breath. People be like, "You smoke a bowl?" Be like, "Nah, it's hops."
So are we gonna deli this at just one score as a group?
I don't even
tough.
know how to.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to. You want to put it in seltzer water world? Like we can deli it in the seltzer water
To
world.
me, it's just a non-alcoholic drink.
But that brings in like sodas. Now I'm
Yeah, but
bringing
we
Mexican
don't
Coke
do that.
in the equation.
Did you see that Ray had Mexican Cokes there?
Yeah, I had one.
I knew it.
It's fucking fantastic.
My wife was like, they were passing them out.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, Brennan's going to love this.
Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Give me that Mexican Coke."
I was like,
I actually tried to take. They were pulling them out of the case before they had distributed them.
and you tried to grab
I
one?
grabbed one and I go, "Yeah, it says Refresca on the side. These are Mexican Cokes." And they were like, "Yeah, we're going to hand them out." And I was like, "Sorry." And I put it back on the thing. And then as soon as they picked it up, I said, "I'll have one."
I couldn't have one because I'd stopped eating.
Oh, you were
And-
at that stage.
And I went off for the first time in 2 months. I had sweets that night because they had the Shindigs dessert
the
table,
best.
which was amazing. And I was gonna like have one of those Cokes, but it had gotten too late by the time they brought them out. Because I still don't think I've ever had a Mexican Coke, but I knew it was like 200 calories, and I was like, yeah, I can't have that this late. I think this. I mean, so do you not want to deli this?
No, we have to deli it. I just don't know what I'm putting it up against.
Have we ever delied like a
We delied all the
Al-
seltzers. This is on the same
Yeah,
level of
But
every
those were
seltzer,
alcoholic seltzer.
but it's the same scoring.
But we
system.
also delied the non-alcoholic beer. So if we're doing seltzers, then do these too.
Yeah. It's just a non-alcoholic version. Same company, same flavors, but it's an A.
Here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to go Lagunitas Hoppy Refresher standard flavor, just hops. It's a 4.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
So you would drink that over a 2.5 alcoholic beer if you have a sufficient buzz and enjoy it. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I have this.
You hand me this hoppy refresher and I'm already feeling good.
Yeah.
And I don't need anything in this
Right.
moment, like to feel better about myself.
Or you're in that stage. You don't need any more alcohol. Someone brings a ice cold Miller Lite, and they bring you that original.
I think the hoppy refresher is a better beverage. The standard.
Yeah. So you're saying, because I don't know what you graded Miller Lite. Say it's a 3, right?
Well, it's 3.5.
3.5. Okay.
As far
But
as
you
in that
said
shitty world.
But you said this is
That's
a 4.
what I want to get.
Yeah.
So this is better than a Miller Lite.
Yeah, and the only reason I'm giving the Miller Lite that high of a score is because it is my go-to drink all the fucking time.
But
so
I'm
it's
saying
better than
you
Coors
like
Light.
this better than a Miller Lite as far as flavor goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want a hoppy refresher standard flavor at a 4. I want the blood orange at the bastardized score of a 3.75, which I cannot do. So we're going to go 3.5, and then I'm going to go 3.3 on the other twos for a cumulative score of like a 3.75 across the board. I really, really like this drink. And if you want me to grade them on the whole, I have a hard time not going. This is basically a 4. This 12 pack is great to have around the house.
Without overthinking it, I'll give them all a 4.
Yeah, that's what
They're
I'm saying.
all
Like,
a variation, maybe
I tried to, like,
slightly,
split the difference
but,
between
like,
them.
I think they're all drinkable and they're all good. They're all above average. And I just think it's pretty cool that someone came up with something like this because we've looked and we've tried other versions.
Yeah.
But this is a good version of all of it. It looks like a drink, tastes like a drink, smells like a drink, and it's NA and no calories. Again, I will, like, Guinness makes a great NA. Heineken makes a great NA. There's a lot of new NAs. They're all high as shit in calories and carbs. So you're literally just empty fucking carbs and calories.
There's no empty. There's nothing here that I have to regret.
Yeah.
But I think that the without a flavor is the only one that allows the hop to shine a little
The
bit.
rest kind of tastes more like
Seltzer
a flavor.
waters.
Yeah, seltzer water.
Yeah. So I really prefer the hoppy.
So I won't buy a bunch of these
But if you
Because
get your
at-
hands on just the
because
hop one,
at the price point, it's
Sure.
silly. But if I was going to a party and I wanted to kind of fit in a little more, I might buy those instead of buying a 12-pack of
my
seltzer
breath
water.
smells a little hoppy to people. They're not gonna. Yeah, that's my. I like that no flavor hoppy one. That's fantastic because it does have a little citrus to it. It's something different. Dave, where are you on these?
So I get it. I get all the benefits of it. I'm not a big fan of that lemon berry, and I love lemon, but the berry takes over.
It's more berry. And actually, I think it's berry lemon is what it says.
But I think
Proper order.
like Troy said, it's actually berry lemon. Yes.
Well, fuck you, Troy.
The fuck do you know? I'm right 100% of the time.
I'm going to go with 3.5. I don't think I can ding it hard, but I also don't think that I can just say this just ties with the best beers that we've had.
No, because it's not. I can't look at it through the lens of beers. I'm doing non-alcoholic beers and all that stuff, and I'd rather have this.
I would definitely drink this over any non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
I mean, even on just flavor alone, without all the other benefits, I would do that. If you like seltzer water, if you've had not
Pellegrino.
but also Perrier,
Yeah.
then these are great. But I know a lot of people that hate any sparkling water, and they probably won't like these that much.
I think that blood orange one might throw them for a loop.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
It really is like, and the hop is like so subdued in that one. I think it would throw them for a loop. I think these are. I'm a fan. So
I think I had a lime polar. It tastes a little more carbonated, doesn't hydrate me. I always bring my big cup of water here and I bring more water because if I drink those seltzer waters, it doesn't hydrate me. I feel like these are actually hydrating me.
Yeah, because hops are known to flush water into your system. Everybody knows that. I don't know.
But I think I will actually go pick up a 12-pack of these and put them in my wine fridge just to have them around for those special times.
I like to hear that. All right. Then I feel...
That's a ringing endorsement.
I think so, right? I mean...
Yeah, I don't like to spend money when I can buy 25-cent non-alcoholic.
Unfortunately, sodas have gotten expensive now. I don't know what these waters cost, but like if you were a soda person, you used to be able to buy 12 packs of sodas for $3.
Yeah, now they're 12.
Now they're
bucks.
now they're 10, 12 bucks. So
insane.
you're almost paying.
You go buy a Topo Chico 12-pack, you're in the ballpark of the Lagunitas Hoppies. At least this gives you, if you're trying to front, it says Lagunitas coming out of your koozie. Oh, that looks good.
I would definitely bring a few of these to the lake and the beach.
Yeah.
And be like, I don't have to talk much about not drinking.
Yeah, it's a nice shift. I'm glad these went over well because...
Yeah, because when you're not drinking, sometimes you just don't want to...
I don't want to fucking talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
Like,
I'm hanging out.
Sometimes you're like, cool, I'll tell you the story or what's going on. But normally it's like, most people are cool with it. But there are a few that just want to harp on it and like dig in. It's like, just let me sit over here and fucking drink whatever.
Wasn't that all of us in the 20s, though? If somebody were not drinking, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with this person?
Yes.
I'm going to go ask them.
Yeah. Look how much I've grown. Right. Not speaking of your personal struggles, but look at how much I've grown.
Well, it's definitely something that doesn't happen like it did. Like, to your point, I think everyone that I'm close to now, they might want to know why, but no one, there's no pressure. It's never like, today's the day. I'm
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fucking weird angle to take, right? Like,
it really is, man. It really is. But it weighs on me. Hey, Troy, while you're in there, you grab me a Miller Lite. Yeah, I saw these. I was running through the grocery store and I was like, I got to get a deli. And I saw these these Grateful Dead IPAs. Thank you. And I was like, oh, I want to get that. And then I look over and I see these. And I was like, oh, I desperately want to know about these, though.
Yeah.
This is something else. This is something different.
And you still belch like a regular beer drinker.
And you belch with hops.
Yeah.
You fucking still suck. It's great.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, Lagunitas did a good job.
I'm having another blood orange.
There you go. You know what I'm going to be impressed about, too? Over the course of the next 20 games of the NHL season, and I don't like to talk a lot of sports here, but I am a Caps fan. Not ashamed to admit it. Fucking fired up about Ovi trying to get this record. He's now when we're recording tonight, he's 11 shy of breaking it, 10 of getting it. He's got 20 games to do it. So I did some math. I started looking into how many goals he has scored this season and how many games he's played because he was injured a lot. He's only played 46 games.
Yeah, he had a lower body injury, leg injury that took him out for a while.
Yeah, so he's only played 46 games. I ran the numbers, and it works out to he scores a goal every 1.4 games.
Nice.
Is the rough math. It was like 1.43 something.
Yeah. Now, is that based on this season?
Season.
Okay.
This season's current. Yeah. I
know like a week or two ago he had like a hat trick. So that'll kind of skew the numbers.
It does, but look, he had a hat trick. So skew the numbers be damned.
Yeah.
He's averaging a goal every 1.4 games. There's 20 games left in the season. Technically speaking, he should not only tie it, but he should break it.
Get to what? 14, 15?
Literally, you're right.
Yeah.
It's 14 and change. If you look at the math, you think he's going to do it?
I hope so. I'm pulling for him because, our generation, we didn't really see a lot of Gretzky. We saw him at the end.
I know Gretzky as a king.
Yes. Right. But we heard the legend.
Yes.
And I say we as in, I didn't even follow fucking hockey. Like, was not in my purview growing up here in the South. Like, no one knew about hockey. Like, it just wasn't popular in the 80s and 90s. down here. Now it's really exploding.
Even the Caps weren't big here?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I don't think the
Hockey-
Caps got popular here until recently when they got good. When Ovi came, basically.
Well,
They
he
just
was
weren't-
there when they were bad, too.
Well, but I don't think they were as popular. Obviously, winning has something to do with it.
It helps.
But I do remember, Gretzky being the great one. Outside of any Mario Lemieux fan or whatever, they will tell you he's the best. There's a couple others that get thrown in there, but literally Gretzky's numbers. And I've just being a sports fan, I've looked up this stuff and I'm like, holy shit, he's not going to be caught in so many of these categories.
As a fan of the Caps and of Ovi, I was like, he'll never break it.
Yeah.
That was always my take. Now he won't. It's just too much.
I feel like it came out of, and again, I'm not really a hockey fan now, but I feel like even a couple years ago, I wasn't hearing when he's going to break it. Like it still seemed like
I feel
not a
like
guarantee.
10 years ago, people were chattering like he's got this. And I was like, he doesn't, because he's going to be in his 30s.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, he was 29 years old. And I was like, he's not going to, he'll be 39.
Because he's still an elite goal scorer.
They seem to give him the situation where he can like post up a little more.
Yeah.
He's not expected to be as active. And that's been changing for years as he slows down. But his puck speed, when he hits it, it is not slowed down.
Yeah.
He is laser fast. He knows where he's going. And now that he's given the opportunity to get in position more, like they're kind of setting him up for it.
Well, imagine being in the Caps. Like this guy's played with your team his whole career,
Which is amazing.
and he could knock off the great ones. One of those unattainable goals. Now, like the point totals or whatever, will never be touched. But the Caps, Ovechkin could hold that most goals NHL career. Like that's ludicrous.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And we're 10 away from tying, 11 from breaking, and I didn't think it was possible. And at the beginning of this season, I was like, nah, it's going to take another season.
Well, when he got
And
injured, I remember everybody was like, well,
there goes that.
there goes that.
Yeah, I was like, it's over. And then next year he's 40. Are they even going to want him? But he's signed through next year.
They'll
so
limp his ass out there at this point.
I hate that though, because I want the Caps to win. So like I'm like
Yeah.
torn as a fan. Like, no, get me to the playoffs. But it looks like
Yeah,
he
but
can
if
have
it
it all.
cost them a playoff run, but it got him there, you'd have to sign off on that.
I don't have to.
I would.
I mean, I understand that I'd kind of forsake.
Especially if you're limping into the playoffs. Because you can't really limp into the playoffs in hockey.
Hockey's weird though, man. You
Usually-
get streaky.
Usually the better teams rise to the top.
It's never the President's Cup champ.
I
that
know,
wins
but
it.
that-
like
but
the
it's-
best team never wins it. It's
Yes.
always the second or third
Yes.
team. That
But
seems
like
to. It's a
the
weird,
lower seed teams don't make a lot of runs.
It's very true. Dave, are you doing research over there?
I am. Yep.
What's your take from now that you've got analytics on your side?
Yeah. 10 away. So
We established that, man. What have you been Googling?
it seemed, well, I just wanted to look at his stuff and look at Gretzky's, and he played for Russia for like 10 years, but he still joined the NHL at 19.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's a
Crazy.
young man's game. And that's why I was like, at 40, because he came in as an old man. There's 16-year-olds out there, and there's 17, 18-year-olds on the ice. I mean, this happens. So when he came over at 19, it's like, he's still young, but he'd already
Yeah.
put some time in. But he was a phenom then. And now here
I'm
we are.
excited.
I'm like I'm watching Caps games through a very different lens.
Yeah.
Like we score and it's someone else, and usually I'd be like, yeah, all right. And now like someone else scores and I'm like, come on, man. Wilson, you could have passed it one more.
Yeah.
like what are we doing here?
You know, he has the record for the quickest goal at the start of overtime.
I don't know that, no.
6 seconds.
So off the face-off, 6 seconds later, it's in the back
He
of the
just
net.
slaps that thing. Motherfucker.
Yeah, he has a ton of other records.
He plays left wing, correct?
I think
so.
that's right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited. Like now I feel like it's kind of must watch
Yeah.
hockey, which usually
How good are the Caps this year? Can they make a playoff run?
Yeah, they're good. I mean, how's it look? Where's their standings
But
right
the
now?
Panthers again are just kicking ass, I think.
I mean, I think it's possible you could get in a playoff run and end up knocking it off in the playoffs, but
Because those goals count.
they do, of course.
So, well, because there's a regular season record, postseason record, but Gretzky's goals scored are combined, which he was
Yeah,
in the
of course.
playoffs all the time. Mm-hmm. So he got a lot of extra playing time.
I don't know how to work this thing. Where are the Capitals on this?
Say NHL playoff standings, man.
I've got it right here. I don't see the
That's not a good sign.
in the Eastern Conference.
That would be the one.
Yeah, I think they're Eastern.
Where are the Capitals on here?
Look for WSH.
I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on.
Was. Oh, you're pulling these up?
Weird.
First in the fucking division. What am I missing?
It's right there at the top.
Yeah, Metropolitan Division. First in the fucking
But
division.
where's their
Number one in the division? I mean, I don't have to overthink that.
Oh, that highlight. I thought that was a banner. Like a
Oh, like a separation.
Yeah. I wasn't even looking at that. Yeah, they're ahead of the Hurricanes.
I mean, like, what am I?
Oh, the one that's highlighted? That team?
But it was highlighted in like gray.
You're like, they can make the playoffs? I was like, I mean, yeah, I think so. I don't know.
It totally
What's their record?
camouflaged it.
40-14.
Oh, then yeah, they're looking good. They're looking real good. What are the Panthers? Because they're the reigning champs.
38-21.
Yeah, so
The Western Conference, you got 43-16 for the Jets, and 37-18 for the Golden Knights. So I mean, they're the second best.
the
team.
Oilers were good last year too because they were in the finals.
And you get a lot more teams than that. So I mean, yeah, we'd have to go on a pretty. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to fucking jinx anything. But like, there's a shot, right? In the regular season, he pulls this off.
Yeah,
This is happening.
that's exciting.
Like, it's must-watch hockey before the playoffs, which is unheard of.
Yeah, because that's must-watch hockey.
So, like, if you look at the current numbers, once we get to the Caps play like 10 more games, you really have to start watching the games.
It is pretty neat to like think about being 80 and say, "Oh, I remember watching Thomas Brady and
Yeah,
I remember watching Michael Jordan and LeBron James." And
Have you ever seen Ovi play live?
actually, we did go to one like in 2006.
Great. So, I mean, you've seen
I've
him play
never been
live?
to a professional hockey game.
Oh, man.
I don't think I've been to a professional basketball game either.
I can tell you hockey is actually more fun to watch than basketball.
Well, hockey,
Live.
I used to go see the Renegades play all the time.
Then
here.
you actually get it.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's the same.
Actually, it's not. It may be almost more exciting to watch like some of the
The
lower,
lower
rent
tier, yeah,
because you can get better seats.
yeah.
And
They had passionate fans, and the game live was awesome. to
there's
watch.
still bruisers in those lower level leagues. There's still bruisers now, but they're not the same. Like
hockey live is better than hockey on TV.
100%. The only time that hockey gives you the same heart racing is in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And in particular, if you get to like an overtime situation and
Yeah.
your team's about to be eliminated and you know that like whoever scores is going to screw it up, there is no more
Or
tense
in hockey,
moment.
it happens a lot where like it'll be 2-1, and you'll just be watching that clock. And because we've all seen. You don't have to be a fan to have seen last second goals. You know, like it happens on a regular basis.
It's the most intense thing in sports, I think.
They pull
Just
goalies
watching
and-
that. Yeah.
yeah.
Like the way that it's
a
like,
minute takes forever.
oh, that last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Goalie's out, everything's on the line, and you're
Yeah.
just like, come on. And then
I was watching the final last year when I didn't watch all of it, but Florida went up 3-0 on the Oilers. The Oilers won the next 3, and then there was a game 7, and it went down like whatever the score was. It was like the Panthers were up 1 second. And I was watching the end of the game, and I was like, my heart was racing out, my palms were sweaty, and I didn't even have a dog in the fight.
no, because you know that
I knew it was the
everything's
Panthers.
on the line.
I knew it was the Panthers' first cup, and like it was going to be nuts.
Hockey's a strange sport in the playoffs. You will
Yeah.
you will feel it. Now, if you're a fan of a team, you get that feeling any overtime game or any last minutes. But the playoffs,
We talking playoffs?
different ball game.
That's how I feel
Yeah.
about baseball. I do not give a damn about a regular season game. Seeing one in person, that's great. But
Playoffs get you going.
yeah, playoffs, or not even playoffs, the World Series, it's like, I can watch this.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
seeing
interesting.
Seeing baseball live is very like hockey is. There's an energy, and it's the whole time. It's got you on the edge of your seat. You're watching action. People are getting hit. Baseball's like, where's my next hot dog? Where's my next?
See, I
beer?
can watch any baseball game. I love all baseball, but I can't argue against your point of view because I can see your point of view too. But baseball is just such an integral part of my life at this point. Like I'm just eat up with it.
I've been to more baseball games than any other
Yeah.
professional sport. I go to baseball games whenever I'm traveling for work. If there's a baseball game happening and I can get to it,
Yeah,
I just go.
yeah,
I don't care who the teams are. I just like being in a stadium. I like hanging out. I like doing my thing. I enjoy baseball, but it's not about the game so much as just
Yeah.
kind of hanging out in the place to be. Whereas hockey's like you're watching the game.
yeah.
It is violent. It is happening. Football for me, live, is really all about the tailgate.
Yes.
I want to be at the tailgate. I want to be eating. I want to be drinking. I want to be talking shit.
Yeah, but when it's your team, though, that's different than if you're just going to a game.
It's still boring.
Even then.
to me,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
boring.
It's
I
the.
love going to the
There's-
teams that I cheer for.
There's so much downtime.
I'm with you. I totally agree. But at the same time, the biggest high for me is the tailgate.
Yeah.
For football.
There's more downtime at a football game than a baseball game.
Whereas baseball game, there's
With
no
all the
tailgate.
timeouts and shit, it's brutal.
The high is the atmosphere of the environment and what's happening, and you're just talking and hanging out, and you're eating, you're drinking, you're watching it. Hockey's different. It's visceral. It's angry, and it's cool live. Basketball is kind of somewhere actually in between. Like basketball, there's a lot happening back and forth, back and forth. So it's a lot of action, and it's enjoyable. Golf. I don't know if you've ever been to like a PGA event.
No.
That's pretty cool.
It's a very different
Yeah.
vibe. It has nothing to do with a tailgate. But while you're in there,
The access to the players is wild.
yeah, it's just exciting, but you're
Yeah.
moving. It is more about the drinking and watching.
Do you
the
watch all
sport.
those Netflix specials?
I love.
Dude,
love,
they're all so good.
but all of them when they follow sports.
Yeah.
Like whatever documentary follows sports, whether it's what's the one I'm thinking of, football.
NFL film.
No, before the preseason.
Oh,
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
I love Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
I love Full Swing.
Full Swing.
Golf
So
is
good.
phenomenal. I love the Tour de France one.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. Oh, Tour de France is dope to see live.
Did you see the
I don't know if you guys have known. I went.
Did you see the
I got to use my flex.
Did you see the Netflix USA basketball Olympic doc? It's like a 7-part documentary about the 2024 Olympics.
No, is it awesome?
So good. They follow
watch
a
it.
bunch of teams. Like they're in the locker rooms and shit. Like it's crazy.
I'll watch that. Hell yeah.
Did you guys watch Drive to Survive?
Is that the F1?
The F1? I've heard
I
that's
never watched that,
amazing.
but I
It
heard
is-
it's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
Like I used to be like, why would anyone watch Formula One? It's
Yeah.
like, awful. And then you watch the first 5 seasons or whatever, and you get to know the personalities
Yeah.
and the team dynamics, and
That was the best thing to ever happen to
yeah,
Formula One.
Now
Oh,
I'm all into Formula One.
Formula
Yeah.
One's blown up since Drive to Survive.
if they had done that for NASCAR, it might have saved it.
They did.
They did.
They have a NASCAR one called Full Speed, and it's actually pretty good.
But the F1 one killed. Everybody swears
Yeah.
by that.
Yeah.
Why did the NASCAR not?
Probably because, and I didn't see the NASCAR one, but from what I understand, NASCAR had personality in the 70s
Yes.
and 80s and fistfights, and
It was
now
built on
they're
personality.
so fucking buttoned up. They're
Yeah.
like Brendan before the wedding.
Yeah.
Whereas Formula One still has these wild personalities.
Objection! Hearsay!
Well, and I think I think Americans are just kind of we're intrigued by all the foreigners and and the accents and the money that comes with F1. It's kind of like
I don't know if they had done.
It's kind of like how we are with the British. Like so many people get into the whole like royal family, and I don't understand it because it has nothing to do with our way of life.
Or Britons.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. But, and I mean, Formula One guys, they're all pretty boys. Like, plus they're driving Ferraris. They're not driving Toyota Camrys. Like, it's faster. It's more
way
expensive. It's
cooler.
flashier.
More likely to die.
Yeah.
It's just that the violent potential.
The thing about Formula One is if you watch a race, like, there's not a lot of parity. Like, the favorites win almost every time.
Do you think it has something to do with the fact that Formula One costs more, the fans spend more? Like, there's just a lot more money around it, and NASCAR is, like, built for
poor folk.
You said it.
Yeah. Like, you go... The Formula One scene is, you're wearing the brand name, designer clothes and carrying the purse and showing up in your own nice car, where NASCAR literally started from bootleggers.
Yeah. But do you think that has something to do with it?
It's got to. How could it not?
I think it's a cultural thing. Like,
Yes, and that's part of it.
But do you think that's why
Europe
when you
loves soccer and Formula One. America loves football and baseball.
Yeah, but
and
you put NASCAR documentary out, you put an F1 documentary out, and even as Americans, we gravitated towards the luxury that is the F1.
I'll stand
The
by
superior product, the superior engines, the superior drivers.
Now, my ignorant guess is that there were a lack of personalities on the NASCAR dock, and there were big personalities on the Formula One dock.
How's there a lack of personality though out of NASCAR drivers currently?
Because they'll like get into a crash that would have been a fist fight 30 years ago, and now they're like, oh, he did not drive within the boundaries of respectable drivers, and that's
well.
how
And
the
there's
crash
like
happened.
teams where it's like, oh, I pushed my teammate across the finish line, or I wrecked somebody else out. It's like used to be cutthroat, like I want to win and I'll take out everybody to get there.
Does Formula One still have the fist fights?
No, but they have mean words.
Okay, so it's sticks and stones.
Yeah.
But words. So it's literally they talk more shit.
Yes.
So somehow the rednecks are more subdued.
I think that there was some paradigm shift in the mid 2000s where everyone was so concerned about their sponsors in NASCAR and properly representing them that they just didn't let their redneck out.
They lost the heart.
Yeah. And
that's what killed it.
And the Formula One guys, they're making, like, without exaggeration, some of them are making $100 million a season, and they're just like, they have fuck you money. And
so the fuck you comes out.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to start watching more of that.
And the sponsors love it. They're like, yeah, that's our fuck you guy.
That's our fuck you guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas like Lowe's would be like, oh my gosh, you need to just smile and look pretty.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked at this.
Well,
I need to watch
old
this.
NASCAR was good old boys, and now new NASCAR is like pretty boys that like grew up. And
Rich daddies.
They grew up. They've been racing since they were 8 years old, and it's a different vibe.
Just weird how we lost our way. Then we're supposed to be the bad boys.
Yeah,
Can't let a bunch of Europeans
we've evolved.
out redneck us. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this? Like, I'm frustrated to hear that there's some French guy who's
Now
more redneck.
Don't get twisted here. There's a lot of wealth to become a driver in Formula One.
Yes.
Oh, there is, but they still have
But they still have this heart. They still let it out.
They say driving one of those F1 cars is insanely hard.
Yeah, it's something like 5 or 6 G's every turn.
Well, like, I remember years ago seeing a video of, like, I think it was the dude from what's the show that I used to watch all the time. Now no one watches it. It's Grand Tour now. It was The British guy.
Top Gear.
Top Gear.
That's the best.
Richard tried to drive like an F3. Not Richard, the little guy. What's the little guy?
Richard Hammond.
Yes.
Yeah.
He tried to drive like an F3, and he couldn't even drive it because
his head was probably hitting the sides.
Like he couldn't
the
get
steering wheel.
He couldn't get the wheels to lock up because it's just so much power. And I mean, he's driven 200 mile an hour. You know.
Yeah, but he's a hell of a driver.
Yeah,
he's a hell
but
of a
like
driver.
it's just such a it's so different than driving any other car. You know, with all the
It's
computer
a jet
on the
attached to the ground.
exactly.
It's a different dynamic.
And that was the F3. That wasn't the F1.
I couldn't drive a Porsche 911.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, an F3 or an F1. I could drive a NASCAR all day. I got that.
Be fun.
My Miata's got
You can turn left.
yeah, it's not right. I'm built for this shit. When that Miata's got new leather in it, fresh top, woo, we'll be back.
I'm excited to see it all tricked out.
I'm nervous about this whole situation. I had buyer's remorse before I ever even saw the finished product.
Yeah.
Because you got like the Tasmanian devil seats.
No, I just went with the same color seat, and then
Same color top to match.
yeah,
Did you get piping or any fancy things?
the only upgrade I did because it was a $50 upgrade.
Heated seats.
No,
You
no,
didn't do heated seats?
No, I want no part of. It's dead of summer when I'm driving it.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, it's a fucking top down. I don't even have the AC hooked up. Like, no, didn't get heated seats. No part of that.
Yeah, but on a cool day, that would make a difference.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get cold. When you saw the price tag that was coming out of
Oh,
this, because I did upgrade from a vinyl top to the new like
Boat.
they do like a
canvas.
fabric
Yeah.
top because it just looks better,
Mm-hmm.
looks more high end. But that cost so much that I couldn't put a glass window in it. I went with a plastic
Oh,
window.
no. That's no bueno.
It's a $450 difference.
I'm
You shoulda-
sure.
You should have done that.
Yeah.
Because yours is always sitting in the sun.
What do I care about a plastic fucking
Because
back window?
it's going to get all jacked up in the sun.
Yeah. Don't give a no. This is where I save money.
Okay.
I got to pick and choose my battles. The piping didn't happen in the seats, but I did do the stitching a different color.
Oh, that's
there we
cool.
go.
Yeah, I did do the stitching a different color. That
What
was-
color?
It's blue.
I literally,
I hope you went green to go with the car.
I went,
It's purple.
no.
Yep.
Because I said,
And they're like, "Are you sure?" That's
I said, do you do the piping to match the outside? Because it's like a blue-green. Like, do I,
Oh, I thought your car's green, right?
it's technically mica blue, but it
Okay.
has some green in it. But I was like, "Did you do that?" And he was like, "Nah, it won't look right with like the camel interior."
Not true.
Well, he was like, "No," and I was like, "Well, how about just white so it pops?" And he was like, "You're gonna love that for the first 6 months,
And then it'll be dirty.
and then when it gets dirty, you're gonna hate that you did
Yeah.
that." And I was like, "Well, then what would you do?" And he was like, "I would do like a brown to really pop." And he's like,
Because the seats are a light brown, but do a darker brown.
"Yeah." He said,
Yeah.
"I would do a mahogany."
Yeah.
And he's like, "And that'll really look good." And I was like, "All right, well, show me what you're talking about." And he shows it to me, and I was like, "So the same color? Because it doesn't cost any more to. Why don't I just keep the original color?" And he's like, and I had to break it down to him. I said, "Look, dude, I'm colorblind. I don't see the difference between what you're showing."
You should see
me."
the difference between the light and the dark, though, right? It
Yeah,
should
I
be
saw- I
two
said-
different
He
tones.
said it's like a shade darker, and he's like, and we're going through all these things, and I said, "Just stop." I said, "You are the professional right now. This is a $50 upgrade that I'm willing to do. You've got carte blanche."
Yeah. Whatever you think looks best, do that.
Because I'm looking, he's got Corvettes, he's got Mustangs, he's got all this shit in the showroom with
Yeah.
beautiful interiors and shit. And I'm like, what would you do? This is your car. He's like, I would do mahogany. It would look so good
That's the
against that. And I go, then do mahogany.
You did the right call because that's a pet peeve of mine when people get haircuts and tattoos and stuff. It's like you got to let the artist do the artist thing. They kind of know. You can have an idea, but you should listen to whatever they're saying.
Yeah. I said, I know I want contrasting
Yeah.
stitching, but like I don't understand because I would go blue.
White would have been bad.
Just white pops.
I
That's
would
all
have
see.
gone with whatever the color of the car is, or somewhere around that.
But that's what I said. I said, well, the color of the car is blue. or green, like it's blue
Yeah.
green. I go, why don't we do that? And he was like, no. So as soon as it said no, I said, okay, then my opinion's out.
Yeah.
Like, what would the pro do? He said mahogany. It's like, make that shit happen.
There you go.
So,
So
it's
did you get
happening.
leather or synthetic?
No, full leather. This is gonna
When
be-
will it be done?
nobody knows.
Okay.
Because like he's ordering all the stuff, it's coming in, it's all being made, and then
Did you order a new foam?
No, but he said that he has to go in and like he said my foam's in good condition.
Okay.
He's like I don't think you need any new foam. He's like, but anywhere that I see deficits, he's like, I will fill, I will pad, I will make this thing.
Oh, nice.
He's like, this is going to hug you. This is going to feel good on the road. And he's like, and this is going to be way better than the shit you had before. So I'm cautiously optimistic.
This might light a fire in you though, where you then like you'll see those nice seats, and then you'll see something on the dash you don't
New
like, and you'll be
carpeting.
like, yeah, exactly.
Oh, he was like, should we do new carpet? I was like, no. So actually this weekend I'm steam cleaning the carpet.
Yeah.
I've got an ozone machine that I'm putting in the car because that's like a $500 project that they can do. And I've got a guy who has an ozone machine, so I borrowed it. We're going to hope we can get the dead mouse smell out of it.
I had a smoker's car 20-something years ago, and I had access to an ozone machine, and I just left it plugged in for like a week. And it did like a 90% improvement.
Nice.
So apparently if you leave those things on more than an hour, it starts to brittle your plastics.
Well, it was a cheap car.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do 30 minutes at a clip and then let it air out for a day, 30 minutes at a clip if I need to. But that mouse has to go. I can't find it.
That sucks.
It's a dead mouse in the vents or some shit. And I've sprayed so much perfume down the vents that now all it smells is like this powdery bullshit. Oh. I've created a nightmare in there, but I'm fixing it. Thanks to Ray's dad.
Well, that's exciting. Can't wait to see the work.
I know we need to end this podcast, but I want to put something out there real quick beforehand because we talked about it last year and we kind of missed it. We let it go late in the season. So I just want to bring it up because we do solve first world problems. Currently, at Costco, there are $15 Hurley hybrid shorts.
Oh,
Oh, nice. I need to get my wife on that.
They've got them in gray, they've got them in blue, and they had them in black. And they just hit the stores this week. So now is the time to go. They're $14.99
nice.
Hurley hybrid fucking shorts. You can swim in them. You can wear them around when you're golfing. You can wear them every day. You go to Dick's Sporting Goods, those are $80 for the better looking ones, albeit. But they're $15. I bought a pair of gray and a pair of blue because I got the Costco.
Are they the
insert.
same as last year?
No, they're different.
Oh,
They're different shorts.
new season.
And where your pockets are, they now have a little zipper that goes down like the seam to like put your stuff in. So when you're swimming, you have a zipper pocket, but they look like normal shorts.
Wait, they're swim trunks?
No,
They're hybrid.
they're that
Oh.
material where like
Board
you can
short.
swim in
Water-resistant.
them, or you can. I mean, I don't swim in mine. I but
swim
if they
in
get
mine.
if they get wet, it doesn't matter.
Oh, they're super water resistant. So if you like spill shit on them, you just wipe it off. These are the shorts you need for the summer because you can fuck around. But if you go up to Dick's Sporting Goods, you're between like $60 and $80 for like the better shorts.
Yeah,
But like at the rate I ruin shorts and screw things up
Yeah.
and fluctuate,
wear them
weight,
out.
I need one per for this season. So two per in this
Yeah.
instance. So I just want to put that out there because we're solving first world problems. And I saw the insert came in the mail and I looked through and it said they had them and they came in March 3rd
Love it.
and they're here till the 30th and they have a discount on top of the price. So they were cheap as shit. I mean, come on, if you can't spend like $12 on a pair of shorts, they're $14.99, but then there's a discount.
My
through
wife
the
will be
30th.
there tomorrow.
Yeah,
So they're the vinyl rear window of Hurley shorts.
you get it. You get it. Yeah, I am disappointed in my rear window. Thanks for bringing it up again. And I didn't get the zipper. Apparently, you can like zip out the windows, and then. But keep in mind, I have that little like roll bar thing, and they
Yeah.
say that glass windows sometimes like hit
Hits it.
that. So
Well, I
need
mean,
to,
you're
like-
riding around with the top down. That's
Yeah.
the point.
No, I just want it to not leak into the
yeah.
car and create more mildew.
So your old top had a glass window?
No,
Oh,
and vinyl.
okay.
So I don't know any different.
Right. That's fine.
I wanted glass the whole time, but then when they said you could save $450 here, and then it's a $50 upgrade for piping, and then when they already told me like the
price of
cost,
everything. Yeah.
I was like, I'm way out over my skis right now. Like I need to cut somewhere. So that's where I cut.
Nice.
Yeah, they were like, you want to defrost? You know, you get the defrost and all that. I was like,
I ain't driving this thing around in the cold.
I don't drive it in the cold. And when I do, like top is up, the heat works great.
Yeah, it's 3 square feet I got to heat up.
It's literally that big. So like I don't care that much about the back window. So I saved money where I could. You know what I did with that money? I bought 70 pairs of shorts at Costco.
Nice.
Because that's what you can do.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
I
I
bought-
did want to put it out there.
I bought your Ascent protein. I haven't tried it yet.
You know what I
saw
did
it.
today? That's the whole reason I was in Costco. I went up there and I said, fuck them. Because this podcast made me so upset last week. I was like editing it and I had to listen to like my trials and tribulations. And it's weird when I hear myself say it. Like when I say it, it's just a thing. But when I hear myself say it, I'm like, well, why don't you just fucking man up and get the chocolate? And I was like, yeah, why don't? So I went up there and got it. I bought them shorts,
Nice.
got that protein. And I came home and I was like, we're using chocolate now. Put 7 pounds of chocolate protein on the table.
They won't follow your rules.
They're gonna DoorDash mint.
They don't
chip.
listen to you at all.
I told my wife, I said, and I saw they had like a no carb, all vanilla weird thing up there. And it was a good price too. I was like, you should go up there and get it sometime if you don't like the chocolate. And my daughter immediately already changed. She goes, do you mind if I use some of this and some of this thing I'm making? She's like, chocolate sounds great. It's like, cool. So half the battle's already been won.
Nice.
But the war, the war is far from over. But for the next 2 months, I'm good.
Nice.
All right, that was a long podcast.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
That was way ahead of you, dude. I tried to quit 2 minutes in. Didn't stick. It's tough. What can you do? What can you do? I'm glad we tried the hop waters.
Yes.
It was good. For all you out there who are looking for a mortgage, do yourself a favor. Head over to screendoormortgage.com if you live in Virginia or Georgia, of course. And Jimmy will help you out. He will take what is a difficult situation or at least a burdensome situation and one that causes stress and make it as easy as possible on you. Because let's be honest, customer service matters when dealing with that kind of stuff.
And there's a chance you'll get a sweet Yeti cup.
Screen door.
There is a chance.
I can
There's a
say
chance.
that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're good on that front. So head over to screendoormortgage.com. If you need a pair of sunglasses because it is spring, the pollen will be here before you know it. And the next thing is going to be sun in your eyes. Head over to nectarsunglasses.com and drop ITPH in the coupon code and you'll get 20% off of what was already a damn good price on a good looking pair of polarized sunglasses. If you have a topic you want to send us, head over to your email. That's old school.
Yep. Or Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Or send us a topic at insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Or you can just text Troy. Troy, what's your number?
Yeah. Stand by.
Or you can Venmo.
It was worth a shot.
Venmo topics.
You can Venmo topics,
Yeah.
and I promise they'll get on the air.
Yeah.
100%.
What is that Venmo, Troy?
At Inside the Pallet House on Venmo.
That's the one. That sounds like a good way to do it right there. I like that idea. And if you haven't had a chance to Cincinnati swap somebody, it's real easy. You just go over to your friend, grab their phone, go into their podcast app, and sign them up for Inside the Pallet House.
Has
Just subscribe
anyone
'em.
ever done that?
Yes. We
Oh,
gotta
that's how we used to get a lot.
Yeah, because people used to give a fuck.
Yep.
Now the listeners, they're just like, oh, they'll show up every week. I don't actually have to help. Which is cool, thanks. But it'd be better if you tried.
Just like we used to get ratings and reviews.
What
Not
are those?
anymore. Yeah.
I don't even know what
Gave
that
up.
is.
I'm giving up. Been over a year.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing.
And girls.
Yeah.
You're all equally disappointing.
Yeah. You all suck equally.
And on that note of love and acceptance, we're going to shut it down. Thanks you guys so much for tuning in. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?
You bought protein, and protein is half the battle.
he got one in at the last minute.